Liftoff and the clock has started.
Go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another exciting Vobes One Eye Kenobi show with me, Richard Vobes, talking very fast, and slightly slower, lovely Julia. Hello, lovely Julia. How are you? How have you been today?
Very good, thank you. And you?
Yes, indeed, I've been very good. Thank you very much indeed. I've been all sorts of things. I've been chopping wood and eating fish. Without the eating fish.
Just wondering how long we can keep this up for. That's it, I think.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Welcome, one and all. Oh, hang on, we've still got the main light on.
Hello, everybody. Hello, you. Oh, hiya. Hey, you. Haven't seen you for a while. Oh, cool. Nice to see you again. Oh, fantastic. Oh, so many lovely faces out there. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Some of them very ugly.
Speak for yourself.
I was looking at myself. You may have noticed there's something slightly different about me today. No, it's not this hair here. That one should have come out earlier this morning. It's the glass eyes.
Oh yes.
Yes, these are the old glass eyes.
The old Shoby Woby.
Yes, the old Vobes Shoby Oby. When I was rubbish.
Glassy Obies.
And now, of course, I'm still rubbish.
Before any more ado.
Yes.
Achoo.
Oh, the show has officially started, ladies and gentlemen.
Begun at 2 minutes past 8.
20:02. Yes.
So on the 28th 2022.
Exactly.
What were you saying?
Something about 202. Tomorrow is the 1st of March. Did you know that? Pinch punch, first day tomorrow of the month.
Yep.
So to get it in.
It's my ex's birthday tomorrow and my brother's birthday tomorrow.
Oh. How old is your brother?
Now you're asking.
I am asking.
You're asking.
You
Wait,
brought
wait,
it up.
wait.
I didn't bring it up.
If I'm 40, then he must be.
He must be.
35.
Take away the number you first thought of, minus
35.
1,
I
and then
think.
get the square root. 35?
I think.
Is he only 5 years younger than you?
Yeah.
He looks 68, which would make you 63. Anyway, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of lovely people out there. It's been nice having you arrive at the time that you arrived, which is good for us.
It's funny because at the same time we've arrived.
Yeah, we arrived. It's like magic. It's almost as if it's preordained. Yeah, very interesting. Now, tonight we have a topic. What is the topic tonight, lovely
The
Julie?
topic is the best and worst places you have stayed in.
Yes, I thought it'd be interesting to find out from the lovely audience where is the best place they've ever stayed. That might be a building, like a hotel or something, or it might be a place or a country or a hidey hole or something. And then the opposite, which would be the worst place they've ever actually stayed in. Again, it could
Any
be
of
a
those
building,
places.
yeah, any of those aforementioned places. Have you? Maybe they've never been anywhere, which may just mean a room in the house in which they've had to stay in, like the garden shed, if they've been a naughty boy.
Doghouse.
Yes.
In other words.
I remember staying in a Holiday Inn. I won't mention the name of the place, but it was in London somewhere, up near King's Cross, I think it was. And it was one of these hugely tall buildings that you go up and down in the lift. And when I got to the room, you couldn't open the window more than... I don't think you could open the window at all, actually. They had these catches on the window, and I remember thinking, I'm not going to get through the night without some fresh air, some of that fresh London smog. And I noticed that these catches had screw heads on them, that if you could just undo the screw heads, and like a fool, I hadn't brought a screwdriver with me. I learnt a lesson then, always take a screwdriver with you when you stay in a hotel. This was for work, you understand. I was there doing a corporate job, had to stay the night there, and off we went. So I enterprisingly looked at the teaspoon that was sitting with the tea caddy, and I took the end of the teaspoon, which fortunately was a flat end, and I undid the catches. I could open the window. Huh.
Did you put the screws back in before you?
No, did I hell? Couldn't be bothered. I thought they can work it out for themselves. I just thought it, because everything was on, you could switch on the mechanical air.
Oh yeah, the air conditioning.
Air conditioning. And I thought, no, I want real air, even if it's been polluted. I don't want any of that air that's got Legionnaire's disease in it, thanks very much. And so that's what I did. And I managed to survive. I think they do it so that people don't, commit suicide, leap out the building after staying in there. They may well do. I'm sure it's all very nice at the Holiday Inn. I'm not suggesting for one moment. It was just, change the windows.
I think that is a common thing in London, though, having the windows
Sealed
restricted.
up.
And stuff.
Yeah, these you couldn't even open. Sometimes you can open them a tiddly bit. These you couldn't open at all.
No.
So I took the catches off.
Ed Loud says, I've stayed in a lot of very plush, lovely places over the years, but never had more fun than in my granddad's rickety old static caravan in the Romney Marshes.
Oh, yes, with all the smugglers there on Dr. Sin hiding underneath the floorboards. How lovely. In a rickety caravan.
Rickety caravan.
What kind of a caravan? Was it a little tiny...
Static caravan. So
Not
I'm
a
guessing one of those
Sprite.
big square ones
Yeah.
rather than the
Not little
ones
Ariba Puck.
that nip about. Nip about
Oh, yeah.
behind a car.
Yeah, nip about on their own behind a car, as if
Yeah,
towed.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes frogged.
Or, yeah. Oh, speaking of frogs.
Yes.
I rescued a frog last weekend.
Oh! And now we go straight over to Rescue a Frog with Julia. Tell us, Julia, how did you rescue the frog?
It was very sad, actually.
Oh.
Well, I rescued it from certain death to uncertain death.
Explain more.
I was sitting in my parents' garden. They actually have a little bit of a problem with pests at the minute.
What kind of pests?
Rats.
Oh, rats.
Yes. My dad is trying all sorts of clever little traps and things to catch them.
Has he got a shotgun?
No, thankfully, because the garden would probably be one big hole right now.
Dynamite.
I'm glad he hasn't tried that either.
No.
Anyway,
Anyway.
getting to the point.
Yes, please do.
I was sitting at the bottom of the garden one morning when I stayed there last, sometime over half term, and And I could, it was the morning, the sun was beaming down, it was lovely, and brief moment of the sun beaming down, and I could hear this rustling to my left. I look over, and there's the compost heap somewhere over there. There's rustling, and then I suddenly hear this squeak. And that doesn't sound like a rodent squeak. So I get up and I move over, and then scuttling out from a clump of leaves was, like in the cartoons where Tom and Jerry are like in that cloud and these limbs are flying out. It's almost like that. It was scuttling out from the leaves, and then it stopped dead when it saw me. It was actually a young rat and a frog
Together.
Yes, the rat, once they stopped, the rat then scarpered off, and the frog just kind of keeled over and looked like it was retching. It was weird. But anyway, I quickly.
So the frog had the rat by its mouth. Is that what you're saying?
No, the rat was trying to kill and eat the frog.
Oh, poor little frogsy.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of nature, and it would have happened had I not been there. But as it happened, I accidentally disrupted it. So,
So what happened to the frog?
Well, I couldn't just leave him there to be re-attacked. So I picked him up and I put him in Mum and Dad have a
large bucket of water.
A water
He
feature.
drowned.
A tiered water feature. So I put him in the middle, or her in the middle one, let it wash off, and it was quite awful because as I was carrying it, it was doing death throes, pretending to be dying to try and put me off it, I suppose. But I was like, no, I'm trying to save you, dude. It actually had put one of its toes into the laceration on its arm. Poor thing. I couldn't see how many injuries it had, but it had a few. And sorry about that windy, waffly...
But what happened in the end? Did you go back afterwards and look to see if it was there?
5 minutes later it had gone. So I have no idea whether it survived those injuries or not. But
10 minutes later, the rat is sitting there going, I knew you should put it there. I knew you should put it there. Oh,
frog stew.
Frog stew. Lovely.
Anyways.
Good job it was in France. They would have just pulled the legs off. Cheers, rats. You can have the rest. Lots of people out there. You'll have to read out the comments because with these glasses, they're scratched. I can just about see. Nuggets Van Life says, best place I stayed was at Lucia, our honeymoon. Oh, is it Lucia? Our honeymoon. Worst place was
St. Lucia.
Oh, St. Lucia. The worst place was a salt bin.
You stayed in a salt bin?
One of those big yellow plastic...
I know what a salt bin is.
Oh, okay, fair
but
enough.
You stayed in a salt bin?
Well, he was probably drunk. It was probably
Explain.
later. I don't know.
Not you. Nuggets Van Life, please explain.
Oh, by the way, you can call in on 0793 4746 790, but don't do it quite yet. The phone lines are not officially open.
Dear.
You'll just get a ringing tone because I put the phone on silence, just so you know. Fantastic. There's a couple more things. What have we got up there then, lovely Julia?
Camping in the middle of an empty field in Norfolk. Bloke arrives and camps right next to us. He snored loudly all night. I got no sleep. From Kerry Baldwin.
So you went to a campsite, you set up, empty field, and somebody put their tent adjacent to you, incredibly close, and then snored all night long.
Joy.
Isn't that bizarre? Why would somebody go, oh, there's a tent, yeah, we'll just get up like... It's like when you go into a car park, isn't it?
Yeah.
You drive in a car park, there's 3 cars spread out, and you've got to go, well, I've got to park now. Whichever way I park, I'm going to be next to somebody. But if there was only 1 car in the car park, you wouldn't go, oh, I've got all this space.
I'm going to park right next to that one there.
Yeah, get it right up
Well,
to
I mean,
them.
it's understandable if it happens to be right next to the one exit from the car park. But,
Yes, that's very true.
that's different.
Yes, I grant you that. That's very true.
Daniel Watkins says best place was a caravan in Selsey when he was young.
Ah,
Lynn
lovely.
Horton says best place I stayed in was Peckforton Castle. Worst was a hotel in Leicester, which was a rickety old death trap.
Gosh, that doesn't sound very nice. Andrew Graham says, I stayed in a hotel in Manchester. The room next door had been cordoned off as someone had just been murdered in it.
Good gosh. Oh no.
You stayed in the next door. Had you heard... Oh, I see, you'd been murdered before you arrived. Imagine being there in the middle of the night and hearing this... And thinking, what's that? A rat or a rodent or
a frog?
A frog or a cat or something calling like, oh, I'll just turn over and go to sleep. It would be awful though if you heard something like that and you think, oh, that sounded like someone being murdered.
And then it actually was.
And yeah, and then you thinking, No, silly. It's just my imagination.
Yeah, I'm just
you
being
roll
really
over.
negative here. Oh no, it can't be true. It can't be.
You roll over, and then the next thing is there's the police and a body bag and all sorts of and then they're knocking on your door saying, "Can we look at your fingerprints? And have you got a gun inside there? And what were you doing in the middle of the night?" "I was sleepwalking, sir." Crispin Love to Dance says the worst place I've stayed in is a hotel in China. It was a shabby, mould-smelling hotel, and it was haunted. In the middle of the night, I could feel something on top of me. Wasn't somebody trying to deliver you egg fried rice? That wasn't a very good accent.
That was terrible.
No,
please don't do it again.
Oh,
no,
not really. That accent. I won't do that same one. I'll do a better one. Egg fried? No, that's the same one.
No, please don't attempt the accent whatsoever.
Why? Is it?
Please don't. A little piece of my soul dies every time you do it.
Wow. A little piece of your soul? It's an outrage.
Outrageous.
Crispin also adds, and when I told my boyfriend about it, he said he felt
something at the
end of the bed. I've never travelled to China. I'm not surprised. It's probably a lump of COVID at the end there.
Oh.
They probably... How long ago was it? They may have been...
Are you saying people had broken into your room? Or it was just a nothing?
Was it a ghost? He said it was haunted, didn't he? He did say it was haunted.
Oh, did he say it was haunted?
Yeah, he said it using words.
Yes, he did say it was haunted.
Yes, I know.
He said it was...
I'd realised that.
Richard, you need to pay attention when we read these things out. People make the effort to actually write these things out.
Yes, write them out.
Type them out.
Oh,
that's what I said.
Yes, is that what you said?
That's what I said.
Worms. Fiona Hammond says, Mary, don't forget it's Pancake Day tomorrow.
Cool.
Is it Pancake Day? Thanks, Mary, and all the rest of you. Pancake Day tomorrow. Well, we need to make some cakes in the pan, obviously.
Yeah.
Pancake.
Love
is
pancake.
that
the only trouble is...
What is the
trouble? There's only one way I like having my pancakes, and that's with lemon and sugar.
Well, you can have lemon.
Yeah, but I can't have the sugar anymore.
What you could put honey in? Could you put honey in?
That might work.
Lemon and honey, hot lemon and honey. Put a bit of Beecham's powders on it. You'll never get a headache again. Bon in Brighton says best place in the Solomon Islands. 20. Best place in the Solomon Islands. The bed where Prince George was conceived. Which George are we talking about? Not King George the Third. No. The Mad George.
Prince George, the current Prince George.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Son of Prince William.
Oh, son of Prince. That's not the one with Meghan Markle, is it?
No.
No.
No. This is the one with the classy wife.
Oh, the classy wife. Oh, right. Are they on that classy programme? What is it? Cheshire Footballers or something? The husbands of the Cheshire wives. Anyway, what did she say? I've forgotten it now.
Bon in Brighton and her husband were the next guests after William and Kate used the room.
Yes, let's hope they change the sheets. Because it would have been, I wonder if the placenta...
That's enough.
I mean, if the placenta was still there, it would have been a bit smelly.
Placenta?
Isn't it the placenta?
No, it takes 9 months for the... No, actually, it doesn't take 9 months for the placenta.
Didn't the placenta pop out? It came out with my kids.
Yeah. Conceived, not born.
Oh, is that conceived? Oh, well, I do hope they washed the sheet.
Nink, watch.
Yes. Well, it would have been all right if they conceived it there. They kept all the inside, didn't they? Clive Waterfall says, worst place, a barn like gate. Is that? I can't quite see that.
Maybe site.
Oh, is it site? A barn-like site in Brittany, a death trap with dangerous electrics, no beds, just mattresses on the floor, clear glass bathroom doors, and no privacy or curtain. Why did you book a place like that, Clive? Be interested to know.
Evidently they didn't know it was going to be like that, because nobody in their right mind would book that unless you had absolutely zero other options. I said zero whilst opening my hands to 10.
10 options. Well, it's time for us to announce what presents we got this week. Yes, it's a new feature in which, of course, loads and loads of presents come piling in week after week, and we have to tell you all about... No, we don't. It's a very nice surprise this week because, ladies and gentlemen, I was just fiddling around in my kitchen when all of a sudden there was this rumbling sound outside. I thought, what the hell is that? And I realised it wasn't my neighbour mucking about. Sometimes he does.
Does he?
No, he doesn't.
I was going to say.
Very serious bloke.
Seems like a very nice fellow.
He's a very nice fellow.
Oh, he's such a nice man.
He's such a nice... Anyway, and I realised it was someone fiddling with my box. Oh, matron, no.
Fiddling with your box.
Oh, no.
Ooh, go on.
Not
La la
that.
la la la.
Yeah, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Copyright strike.
Do 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 do.
That's what I said. I said, what are you doing in my box? And the Amazon man said, I'm just putting this big parcel in. Well, surprise, surprise. Oh, what a surprise.
Ed
This Amazon parcel, without mentioning the name and hiding the arrow, came. And you may not realise this, but Easter is only around the corner, apparently. I don't know when it is. They never fix the date, do they? It's something to do with the lunar moon or something.
Yeah, it adjusts every year.
Steve Mitchell has sent...
He's been very generous in the past,
He's
hasn't he?
been very, very generous.
What's
Hang
he
on a minute.
sent?
Steve, I'll tell you.
Is it an Easter egg?
Is it what?
What?
Wait, you've got to wait.
You just mentioned Easter. So.
Easter, yes, but there's all sorts
What's the
of
girl
things
to think?
There we are. What does that say on there?
A gift from Steve Mitchell and family. Enjoy your gift, Julia. Happy early Easter from Steve Mitchell and family.
That's your gift, a lovely piece of paper.
Yay! I
Me, on
always
the other
wanted one of
hand,
these.
I've got one of these.
Ooh,
And I've got another one. See, you just get that measly bit of old paper. No, there's one of those for you.
Much healthier for me.
That's for you, from Steve Mitchell. And this one is for me, from Steve
Actually
Mitchell.
did bite some paper off.
Steve, thank you very much. I don't know when Easter is. I always think of Easter as being the end of, well, in the middle of April. Haven't we got all of March to get through yet? But is Tuesday Shrove Tuesday? Is that what it is?
Tuesday.
Well, they said it's
Shrove
Pancake
Tuesday.
Day. Isn't that Shrove Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is, that's very kind of you.
Thank you ever so much.
We won't advertise that it's Lindor. Which one is it? Lint or Lindor? I never
Lint
quite...
is the maker and Lindor is the type.
Lint is the maker and Lindor's the
They have
type.
decided to call it.
And of course now, as you
Are you
know,
having a bit now?
I can't eat chocolate or anything like that at the moment, as you know. So I'm going to eat just a couple of these Easter eggs. Because nobody's watching, are they?
Nobody's watching.
They've got these lovely little... Oh,
Just chuck it over there.
I didn't. It's over there now.
It's fine now.
No, that's just rotten.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
2 ones.
And a big egg here, which I shall eat on another occasion. I should probably have that all by tonight. So thank you so, Steve. You're so kind. That's so generous.
Yum, yum.
So do let us know if you want to send anything in to see it being opened live on the show. A new Ferrari. What was the other vehicle you wanted? A Porsche. Something like that, she said to me. I want a Jeep or something. Whereas me, I'd be happy with a little Morris Traveller, to be honest with you. Oh, you're going to eat that one, are you?
Well, you said only one.
This doesn't seem
No, I'm
right.
kidding. I am going to have this one. I'm not kidding about that. I'm going to have a little bit of it.
How lovely is that?
Maybe share the rest with the family.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't
Maybe.
bother. I'd eat it all. You're the one that's doing all the hard work.
It's true.
Do you need a hammer?
No.
I was cutting logs today, apropos of nothing, and I was trying to break it into a log, and I broke the sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Here we go. There's another copyright strike.
Every time you've sent that in a message today, I would.
Is it a song?
Yes.
Oh.
I haven't even heard it for so long. I'm probably.
Lisa
sick of
L
hearing
says,
it.
"Did my parcel arrive?" Lisa L, what the hell are you talking about?
Lisa L.
She very kindly got these lovely biscuits, and it was addressed to the lovely Julia, so I wasn't allowed to open it, so I had to wait until lovely Julia came over, and I thought we were going to have a lovely snack on the show, but oh no, nothing like that.
There's your snack.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, wait. There's your snack.
There's not even...
Oh, shame.
Yeah, that's a shame. Thanks, Lisa, for that. I really appreciate it.
Just a little bit of explanation. Lisa makes these lovely things.
Well, don't tell them, because you're going to reveal, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I know, but you... Yeah. Were you half a... Go on. I'll leave
No,
you
but
with it.
I know what it is. I just haven't seen it yet.
Right. Oh, okay.
She makes these not for money, but she makes them for fun, and then, if I remember rightly, that is, and then gives them to people. Dear Julia, apologies for luxury wrapping. Hope you like. I think she's talking about the biscuit. Hope you like your little fairy. With love, Lisa. P.S. Thanks to you and Richard for the entertainment.
It's our pleasure, of course. What is this little fairy?
She asked me a few weeks back whether I'd like one, and I was like, ha, are you kidding? I'd love one. And isn't she amazing?
So, show the camera.
Oh. Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. Look at her.
So this is completely made by hand by Lisa L. A beautiful fairy in purple and made specifically for you.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm absolutely blown away. I mean, I was absolutely gobsmacked when she offered to make me one. And then she actually went and did it.
How long did
Beautiful.
that take to make, Lisa? How long does it take to gather all the little bits? Is that all real flowers?
No, they are artificial
so they will
flowers.
last.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
I love the little leaf wings.
What I don't understand is
Looks
why
like
why you don't make them and sell them. Are you rich? Could you not do with the extra money? Or does it
It looks
take
like she's on ballet point as well.
Or does it just take so long that I mean, what would you sell that for?
You could probably sell that for £5 or more.
A £5 or more? I was thinking more like 20, 30 quid.
Well, there you go. I'm not very good at...
Etsy or something. Get them on Etsy. You should get them on Etsy.
They're absolutely stunning. I love her. Absolutely, I'm in love with her. I could cry. She's so cute.
Don't get your sympathetic nervous system involved. Have a blow your nose on that. There we go. That is amazing, as people are saying. Isn't that very nice? Station Master's Choice is not replying to this, talking to somebody else. The Vobes Show says it's bad luck to open an Easter egg before Easter. Who says it's bad luck?
Says who?
We want that in writing. That was very nice. Ooh, berry from Bolton's in it, says Connor McLeod. I don't know what that's on about. That's gorgeous, Lisa. Oh, wow, so clever. That's amazing. Very pretty, very nice. Well,
I don't think I've said this yet, but thank you so much.
that is so nice, isn't it? What will you do with it?
Put her somewhere very special where
Could
I
you
can
not
see her daily.
put it on your...
I could actually wear her like a little brooch, couldn't I?
Yeah, I think it looks lovely. Like
That's
a
a
little
good
brooch.
idea.
You know, on a nice dress.
That's a supremely good idea.
When you're going to all these balls that you keep going to.
She looked very good with several different of my the different pairs of my regular choice heels. Ooh. Thank you.
I think Julia is somewhat excited. However,
thank you for the Easter egg as well, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for the Easter egg. She's not bothered about.
Not that
I was very touched.
No
by
favouritism here. We don't do favouritism.
that. However, I'm now going to top that.
Oh.
This wasn't.
You can't top that for me.
No, of course I. But no, not for you. If Lisa had made me one, I'd feel silly. I got this lovely card.
Ah.
Look at that. Lovely card. Lovely card. Handmade card created by Linda Trott. Wow. Telephone number 01. Anyway, we won't reveal that. Linda has sent me this lovely card and she says, "Dear Richard, please find enclosed, as we discussed, a clearing out a parent's house is not a nice job, as you know." I did, because I cleared out my dad's house. Cleared him out as well. "So I can take comfort from passing on a bit of kitchen equipment from my mum's house, as she was an awesome baker. So I expect great things from you now. Our kindest regards, Linda and Kevin Trott in Taunton in Somerset." I should have read it out like that, see?
So you should have said it.
So,
No,
what is
don't do
it,
that
you
again.
wonder? A bit of kitchen equipment. Well, you know I like things old and whatever. Look at this. Oh, that is lovely. That is the little
It's spiffing, isn't it?
That is a beautiful old-fashioned whisk. Linda's mother, no longer with us, I assume. So clearing it out. Isn't that beautiful? That will be appearing. It's
That is
Joe
lovely.
90. Do you remember Joe 90? Joe 90. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum da 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 da. There's another copyright strike. But he used to sit in the middle of a big egg whisk, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Anyway, Linda,
Chris-
I don't know whether Linda watches this nonsense, but I need to put it in the Bald Explorer to say thank you very much. So thank you very much, Linda. That was amazing. It's like Christmas on this show, isn't it?
Lisa L says, "I love that." She still uses her grandma's.
Oh, does she? Oh, fantastic. Well, I can't wait now to have an omelette. on the show.
On the show. Chris Navard says opening an Easter egg 11 months late is just fine.
Yes,
exactly.
There you go.
See,
exactly.
I'm always late, so that's me. I'm late eating
Where did mine go? Did you throw mine away?
I haven't touched your Easter egg.
You're eating all your chocolate now, aren't you?
I'm not eating all of it. Never mind. I'm not justifying myself.
I remember when I was a little kid, I was always miffed why they were hollow. I wanted it as a solid lump. I always I felt, what? It's hollow, huh?
Did you just slam your teeth into it first?
Oh, I did.
That was brave.
Anyway, these dentures are marvellous.
That glue's really good.
Very good. I hope I'm using the same.
I was going to say, you're putting it on the wrong side of your dentures, though. You need to put them on this side.
Oh, on that side.
Both sides.
Oh, I see. I used to stick the teeth together. Anyway, I should use it on my glasses to repair my broken glasses. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Mitchell, you both great people enjoy.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. We're going to go to a video and then we'll open up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out what we got on the video tonight. So, lovely Julia, tonight we have Martin and Emma Lees have got Daisy and Poppy go to Loppington. Loppington is in Shropshire. I've never been there actually, but it sounds like a place that you take an axe and you chop trees down. Loppington. Yeah. And also Bernie continues with his Scottish trip, and he's at Door Knocker. I don't think it was just Door Knock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Number 2. So we're going to go and see Martin and Emma first of all, because they're first on my list by no reason other than that was the way I downloaded it. So let's go and find out what Loppington is like. And we do that by this. And there you are. How beautiful is that? Thank you so much for sending that in, Martin there. I was thinking, when you said Loppington's near to Wem, you went past the first two things. First of all, right at the beginning, you go past... Oh, it's really bugging me because I made a video there of the castle. I can't remember. It's Somethington Castle. Please just let me know what it was. Because I made a video with Harriet. And Wem... Harriet...
Dan Smith. Sorry, Wem.
Dan Smith. No, don't say that. that might locate me. Wem, this village of Wem, Harriet I used to go out with years ago. We went to Wem. Harriet's a vegetarian. I remember we went in there once for lunch. We saw this lovely old pub. I said, oh, let's go in there for lunch. So we were desperate for somewhere. We were running out of time. And it was nearly, 2 o'clock and most places stopped serving. So we went in there. We sat down. Actually, on the inside, it wasn't a terribly nice pub, actually. It was a bit smelly and greasy. Anyway, we were starving hungry. So we went in, we sat down, a woman came over, and we said, what? We'd looked at the list of food, and we said, do you do a vegetarian? And the woman went, yeah, we do beef or lamb. We thought, that's not, do you do any vegetarian? No, it's just beef or lamb. So we left.
Oh.
So that was that. But what was it? Warrington Castle? Something like that. Not Warrington. What was the name?
You did say Warrington, but...
I can't remember what the name of the castle was now, because right at the beginning you go past and I went, wait a minute. Loppington's near Offington, says Michael White. Offington? I'm Offington to Loffington.
Will Martin says, I used to live near Wem. It's a strange place.
It is. They did seem a bit weird in Wem, I have to say. No disrespect to anybody in Wem, but there's some lovely villages all round there. Oh, yes, Whittington Castle. Thank you very much, Will Martin. Whittington Castle, that was it. Beautiful castle with a coffee shop that was inevitably shut when you go there, which is a bit of a shame. But lovely duck pond around it, which presumably was the moat at one time. But anyway, there we are. Lovely to see that. And what was his name? A.R. Eating?
A.R. Eaton.
A.R. Eaton. And I was scoffing at the time.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, are you eating chocolate?
Are you eating chocolate? We are.
Not to make light of... a gravestone, of course.
No, of course not. There we are. Look at that. It's marvellous, isn't it? You're very happy.
You've got some of those little...
What, drawing pins?
No.
Nose pins?
Can I finish my words?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting
Please?
for you. Yeah, go on. Give it a try.
Little pegs.
Little pegs? Little pegs?
Yes, the little tiny white ones.
Yes, I know what you're thinking.
I bought
Little
you one
boxes,
Christmas,
tiny little boxes. I don't know where they are. Off the top of my head, they could be anywhere. They're probably on the...
They could be Rotterdam or anywhere. Shutting up right now.
They could be. It's another copyright strike.
Copyright strike on us tonight.
We certainly don't. Right, we're going to open up the phone line. So I can tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, if you care to give us a tinkle on 07934746790, we want to find out where is the worst and the best place that you've stayed in on a night away or a holiday or wherever. Give us a tinkle now. The phone lines are open. We'd love to hear from you. We don't have to, of course. You can stay completely stumm, which is another thing. Station Master's Choice has said something, but Willa Martin said, I used to live near Wem. Oh, you've read that out already.
I did.
And
said all that.
Yeah, I realised that. Connor McLeod says, door knock doesn't feel like the far north of Scotland. Does it, Bernie? Does it not? David Vad says, not David Vad, yes it is. He says, Wem, when you smile at me. Meaning something, I'm sure. And Tracy Murphy says she enjoyed that. Here we go, we do have a phone call. Let's find out who's calling on the old Vobes One-Eye Kenobi Showbie with you. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that Zane?
Of course it is.
Of course it
is.
Of course it is. How the devil are you, Zane?
Pretty good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Where's the worst place you've ever stayed?
In Germany.
Have you? Why was it bad?
I stayed in the Premier Inn and...
Oh, well, that's enough there then.
Enough said.
Enough said, yeah.
Go on.
Go on. Tell us more.
And it had disgusting things in the wardrobe.
Did it? What kind of disgusting things?
Do we really want to be asking?
Yeah, we do.
that?
We do. Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah, we want to
sure?
find. Yeah, well, of course we do.
Opening
it might be
Pandora's box?
It might be cockroaches. It might be skeletons. It might be dead bodies. Who
Okay, are we
knows?
ready for this?
Yeah, go for
Come
it.
on, Zane. What was in the cupboard?
It was like old fruit and that, and
Old fruit. You mean they hadn't cleaned out the room and they'd left a bag of old fruit
Oh, you old
Yeah.
fruit.
going mouldy?
yes,
I hope you didn't eat it. I mean, I know, sometimes they leave food in the rooms for people to eat. I hope you didn't mistake that for the free food and eat it.
no, I didn't. I didn't eat the old fruit.
Oh, fantastic.
goodness.
Thank goodness for that. So whereabouts in Germany was it?
It was in Frankfurt.
Ah, Frankfurt. Did you have plenty of sausages? Sausages.
Yes, I did. I like sausages.
Ah, do you? Yeah, and Frankfurt sausages are quite nice, aren't they? I imagine they're better in Frankfurt.
Pardon?
I said Frankfurt sausages are quite nice. I bet they're better in Frankfurt itself.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Are they different to our type of sausages?
Yeah.
In what way?
10 out
Probably
of 10, I
bigger.
really like sausages.
Sorry, Julia just is mucking about here. Can you just say that again? You'll have to crawl under the table now.
Not now.
It was pretty good. It was 10 out of 10.
Oh, was it?
Excellent.
Yes. Oh, lovely. What do you have with your sausages? What's your favourite meal, Zane?
Eggs.
How do you like your eggs?
How do you
Scrambled?
like your eggs?
Omelette?
I like it. Runny.
Runny eggs. Runny
So hard boiled but runny.
is
runny
it
yolk.
hard
Is that what
boiled
you
and
mean?
runny, or runny if they're fried?
I like it fried.
Do you fried runny eggs with soldiers dipped in? Well, sausages probably. Marvellous. That's great. And so that was the worst place you stayed. Where's the best?
In my mum's hotel in Worthing.
Oh, your mum. Did your mum have a hotel?
Yeah, in Worthing.
In
Fantastic.
Oh, right. That's very nice. So,
Is
of
it on the
course.
seafront or further back? Inland.
Pardon?
Is it on the seafront or inland? A little bit.
Seafront.
Is it? Is it?
Fantastic.
Is it one of the ones, without giving it away too much, is it one of the ones in Steen Gardens?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Is it further east? Which is it? East or west of the pier?
You know where Imperial China is?
Where what?
The China restaurant is.
What, in South Street?
No, I'm trying to think where it is now. You know where Premier Inn is?
Oh, yes. Up that end. To the west.
Yeah.
I know where you mean. Do you know, it's funny, that used to be the beach, didn't it, that the Premier Inn? If I remember.
it?
Yeah, I think so. It used to be a big hotel called the Beach. A lovely,
I was going to say,
lovely-ish hotel, right on the seafront. And they did it up. They sold it. It went, a bit downhill and what have you. Only old crusties who used to stay there. I stayed there many times because I was an old. No, I didn't. I never stayed there. I've got my own house. Thank you very much. But then they did it up. They made it all look very plush, and then it turned into a travelogue. I think first of all, or
travel log.
a travelogue. Yeah, it's turned into a travelogue.
It's further down now. The travel lodge. Okay.
Yes, but then the trouble with that is, after about a year, it looked more shabby than it originally looked when it was the beach. It was quite weird. They must have got some cheap paint. Shoved this cheap paint. You say that when you've been not drinking anything. Cheap paint, slapped it on, and then a year later, it just looked more shabby than when it was the beach. Anyway. That's that was a lovely, interesting story. So, what's it like living in a hotel?
Pretty good, and I like it.
Yeah. Do you meet the guests? Do you work at there? Do you do like spare time when you're not at school and stuff?
No, I'm planning to do work experience.
Oh, are you?
Cool.
So do you ever do a bit of Fawlty Towers? Do you know Fawlty Towers?
Yeah, my dad introduced it to me on Netflix.
So
years back.
is your
I
dad
remember.
Is your dad a bit like John Cleese? Is he a bit like Basil Fawlty?
No.
I'm not suggesting he is. I was just asking. There was no insinuation there. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, can I help you? What? A room? You can see the seas between the land and the sky. Is that a piece of your brain? Yes, fantastic series.
Good quotes. Good quotes.
Good quotes. So it's not like staying at 40 Towers then?
Pardon?
Are you actually listening to us, or are you sort of?
Well,
doing
sometimes
something?
it can be hard to know.
Yes, it can be hard to know when to. I said it's. Well, it doesn't matter what I said. So the nicest place is at your hotel on the seafront there, and the worst place was in this awful place in Germany.
But at least the sausages were good, huh?
Yeah.
What are the sausages like at your hotel?
Pretty good, and pretty good.
Pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
Sorry, I thought you were going to add something then. Pretty good. What type are they? Are they, you can get like Lancashire sausages, Cumberland sausages. You can get those ones with cheese in them and ones with bricks in and, all sorts of stuff.
I like the ones with apples in.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever had any of
apples
them?
and
Brownie
cheese.
apples and sauce. Yeah. Anyway.
No, we get them from the shop called Booker's.
Ah. Yes, I know what you mean. Big
heard of that.
wholesaler.
Yeah,
Sean...
it's a big warehouse for companies and that.
Yes, sounds lovely. I must go there and get some myself. Sean James Cameron says you could do a show from the hotel. Could we arrange to do a live broadcast from your hotel on the seafront?
Yeah?
Well, there we are.
Sean James Cameron is also desperate to know if the eggs you like to eat are free range or battery.
Yeah?
Do you know if the eggs you eat are free range?
I think so, I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
How many rooms has your hotel got?
I don't know.
You mean you live in a hotel and you don't know how many rooms there are?
Well, it's over 3 floors.
Well, I know it's complicated, but you are 15, aren't you?
Anyway.
What are you doing?
He's the male equivalent of Eloise, isn't he? Do you remember Eloise?
No.
Oh.
No.
There was a series of books when I was a child.
Oh, I thought this was a real person you were talking about.
No,
Someone like
no.
one of our viewers.
Eloise lived in a hotel.
Oh, okay. Did she know how many
I can't
rooms?
remember much else about it, but I loved the way that it was always drawn out. And did she what? Did she know how many rooms? I don't know.
So you must. I'm just thinking, it's quite a big hotel, is it? You got, or is it a small hotel?
It's a big hotel.
So you probably got about 60 odd rooms. You must have about 60 on 3 floors, then, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we are. Let's just say 60 for the sake of argument. But anyway, brilliant. Thank you very much.
We ought to give someone else a chance to call in, though. But thank you ever so much for giving us a ring. It's lovely to hear you and hear that you're doing all right.
Yeah.
Do you do teas in your hotel? Can people come in off the street and have a nice sort of, like cream tea?
Yes. You can walk in and say 1 cup of tea or something, or latte or something.
Oh, we might have to try. We might come along and frequent your hotel, don't you know?
Yeah, I might be there.
Yeah, well,
you might be there.
that's the only reason
Bless
we
your
would be
heart.
coming in to see Zane. We would want the Zane service. Like that. Definitely. That could be fun, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Deathly silence. It could be fun.
Just smile and nod, Zane. Smile and nod.
Smile and nod. Right, we better get on. But lovely to talk to you, Zane.
And you as well.
Yeah, take care. Look after yourself.
Take care.
Yeah, all the best.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
How lovely to live in a hotel in which you can just go, do you know what, I'm a bit peckish now. Room service, you just send up, I'll just put it on the management will pay.
So I'm not sure it works like that.
I'm sure it doesn't, but there we are. Anyway, lovely Zane, thanks very much. But curious that you live in a hotel and not quite sure how many rooms. Maybe there's more
He's
rooms.
only a kid.
Well, I know he's only a kid, but even so, I think you might know how many rooms there are in your hotel.
Well, he doesn't work there. He lives there.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Do you know? Would you know how many other flats there are in an apartment block?
Yeah,
You know?
of course I would.
Anyway, sorry about that, caller. How
Hello.
are you?
Hello, it's Nick from Oregon.
Oh, hello, Nick
from Oregon. Don't tell me you live in a hotel as well, do you?
Well, I live in an apartment complex, and I'm flooded in today, so it feels like I'm stuck in a...
Oh, you flooded in. Why are you flooded in?
Because there's a flood and they can't get out.
No, there's like a week's worth of rain here, and I've got about 4 inches. I live on the second floor, and the downstairs has got about 4 inches of water. So
have they got it in there? Have they got the water in their flats?
Not yet, but I've just told the office. I said, you better get someone out quick and get this pumped out or drained out, because in the next 3 or 4 hours it's going to go into the bottom stairs. So
wow.
So
is that from rain or from floods?
Just rain.
Just rain.
A lot of rain we've had lately. Yeah.
Oregon rains. Does it rain a lot in Oregon?
It does. Well, the weather's very similar to the UK, really. So.
Right.
So it's all nice and green and lovely and cooler than California.
But wet.
Yeah, we do get a bit more wet rain, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how fascinating. So how many, just before we get on to the worst and best, how many apartments are there in your set of apartments?
Let me think. I don't know. Maybe guess 300-400 maybe.
Wow.
See, and that's a guess. He had to guess.
I know.
But he doesn't know.
Yes, he had to guess. I'm sorry, just bear with me.
Just a personal.
Yeah, one moment.
Private argument.
One moment, Nick. We're just going to have a bit of a slap up here. Well, I didn't realise that, but I just thought, they might have some vague idea around it. At least he had a guess, didn't he? I mean, be fair. Anyway, sorry to put you on hold there for a moment. I hope the lift music was lovely.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can you put me back on hold? I was enjoying that.
Yeah, I'll bet you.
Sorry.
Yes, Julia was getting carried away.
I was
So,
enjoying myself.
Nick, where's your worst place that you've stayed?
Well, I was just thinking in my head, there's 2 places, but probably the worst was actually about about a year ago. I went out to the ocean here for the weekend with my dog, and the little town called Seaside on the coast.
Now that's lovely. Little town called Seaside. We have beside the seaside little towns. It's sort of role reversal, isn't it?
But it's kind of like Brighton, there's a lot of like amusements and stuff for the kids and all that. Anyway, I went out there with my dog and stayed in this hotel room. And I think because they were fully booked, I got probably the room that doesn't get booked much. So I get in there and it's none of the heating's on, so it was freezing cold. So I had to put the base heaters on, the electric heaters. And then as I got settled in, the smoke alarm started beeping, so I realised it was the battery that was dying, so I took it off the wall and looked at the back, and it said the last time the smoke alarm was tested was 1993.
Oh my goodness.
And it was all creamy yellow, so I took that into the office and said, is there any chance you can get a new smoke alarm, because this one is about 20 years old? And they was kind of embarrassed about that, so I got that resolved.
Oh, well done.
Then I put the TV on, and the remote control didn't work. So this engineer guy came out, and he had 3 trips with 3 different remote controls to get this remote control to sync up with this TV. So that was like an hour. And I thought, right, okay, drama's over. Let's settle down for the night. So I settled down, lay in bed. It was about 10 o'clock at night. And then I could hear people upstairs. Well, how would I say?
Oh,
yeah.
How's your
Another bit.
father?
La 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 la. TMI.
It wasn't dinner as such, but he was putting his banger in somebody's mash. Let's say.
Oh, that's. And was she enjoying that?
Well, from what I could hear quite loudly, it went on for about a good half an hour. So I just sort of laid in bed with my dog, thinking, "Oh, for Christ's sake, is there any more problems tonight?"
No. Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Paper thin walls, much. Ceilings.
I did stay in a hotel once where there was a screamer going on, the same scenario, and it was so hot you had to have the window open, and you open the window, and of course there's just this scream. This woman is so passionately enjoying whatever was happening in the room, which I had my own imagination.
Moving on.
And in the end, I had to close the window, and it was just stifling to try and get to sleep with this going on in the background. Anyway. That was me diverting. Carry on.
Yeah, so anyway, but the next morning when I got my complimentary breakfast, if you can call it that, like egg and yogurt, but I said, the girl at the counter, she said, "Is everything okay?" And I said, "No, not really." And I told her everything, and then I was joking with her, really, because I just found it funny, but I went into detail. I said, well, at 10 o'clock till about 10:07, I could hear this, and then it started up. And anyway, this young girl was kind of embarrassed because I was telling her what was going on, but she said, we're not going to charge you anything. She said, next time you come back, we'll give you a free room.
Wow.
And I said, oh, you don't have to do that. And she went, no, we're not. No, you shouldn't have to put up with that. So she was really good about it. So.
Bless her. That's nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it was her and her boyfriend staying in there that night.
Yeah, that's what I thought. When you said, oh, she was embarrassed, I thought I was going to turn out it was her. Although, unless she said.
It'd be
No.
funny.
I don't.
That'd be funny if instead of saying, oh, yeah, sorry about that. It was our wedding night.
Our wedding night, and it's like, we had to, what is it? They consecrate the great. No, what is it? You had to
Consummate them.
consummate, not consecrate. Yeah.
Consecrate the funeral.
We had to consecrate.
Not concrete.
No, that's true. Sexy time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's fascinating. Consume and eat. Well, that sounds... And, of course, meanwhile, you've gave the address of that hotel to all your mates so they could come in with their imagination and have the soundtrack playing for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, exactly. Well, water, mainly. So...
And a good hull.
And a good hull. A hull of a good...
Time.
Yeah. So where was the best place you've stayed then, Nick?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think probably not necessarily the hotel, but the best location. I flew out to Maui in Hawaii.
Oh,
and
nice.
we had a apartment condo complex right on the waterfront, and so
Did you see?
in the morning?
Did you see?
In the morning.
Sorry. I was going to. You went out to Hawaii. Did you see Jack Lord? Da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun ba 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 da bum ba da bum. He played. I can't remember the name. It was Book Him Dano, wasn't he, Jack Lord?
Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, that's the one. I can't remember the actual character, but I remember him always saying Jack Lord.
I think that's on Oahu, but we was on Maui.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
In the mornings, you'd wake up and just look out, and you just see the ocean, and then you would see these
canoeists. Did you see the canoeists coming in? Da, 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 da.
But you'd see humpback whales blowing
Wow,
up
humpback whales.
And just to wake up to that in the morning, drinking your coffee and seeing these whales.
Fantastic.
It's not quite the same from Zane's hotel looking out on the promenade in Worthing. You see a lot of people with the hump, but you don't see humpback whales.
Might see a grumpy Vobes.
Yeah, grumpy Vobes going, where are these humpback whales with that soundtrack of da 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 da.
You might have some people from Wales there.
Maybe. Yeah, hello boyo.
Audrey Forbes Hamilton is asking, how come Nick is in Oregon?
Yes, well he's an expat, isn't he?
Yes, well, I remember this
from
the last
from the British pages.
But
I lived in California for 15 years. I married an American, and then when that finished, I moved up to Oregon a couple of years ago because
was it Terminator who was the mayor of California?
The governor, yeah.
Was he there? Was he the mayor when you were there?
Governor.
Was he the governor when you were there?
No, he just finished before I moved there. But
California.
My ex-wife was kind of peeved about that because she just graduated from university, and the governor is the one that signs her certificate. So she said she really wanted to have Arnold Schwarzenegger on a degree. But
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Is it by a year, was that?
Just by a year, yeah, unfortunately.
Steve McGarrett. Thank you very much, Mark Burgess. Steve McGarrett, Hawaii 5-0. There we are, Jack Lord.
Connor McLeod says Governator.
Governator. Yeah. The Governator. Oh, how funny.
Come with me if you want to live.
I'll be Bach. You be Tchaikovsky.
No, I'll be Mozart.
Oh, fair enough. You be whoever you like, as long as you don't shoot me. That's really nice. Clive Waterfall says he stayed in a Burton-on-Trent hotel, complained about the stale cigarette smell in the room. They plugged in an air freshener. No better. On later return to room, the air freshener had no scent bottle fitted.
Oh my gosh, that's incompetence.
There you are, sir. All right.
I would say at its best, but
That is, yes. Running a hotel must be a laugh. It must be a laugh, you know, unless you're the owner, of course. If you just work there and it's like, oh my God. Wasn't there a television programme called Hotel in which they fitted cameras and you just saw how dreadful the service was, if I remember rightly? There was my friend
Fawlty Towers.
Well, it was, yes, it was sort of a fly-on-the-wall version of Fawlty Towers, really, I think it was. And it was down in, I'll tell you where it was. It was down in Torquay.
Acapulco.
No, it was. They had a hotel, but I think that they did it deliberately to do a sort of almost... Anyway, whatever. Well, that's fantastic, Nick. And you're underwater. You've got a snorkel and a bucket.
Yeah, my dog can't get out today, unfortunately. But I was going to tell you one last thing about my dog, actually, in hotels.
Yes, please do.
I don't know if they do it in England, because I forget now, but every time I go to a hotel, whether it's, I don't know, out on the coast or whatever, if you've got a dog, they charge you a pet fee for the night, which is about $20 or $25, depending on where you go. But I always joke when they always say, have you got a dog? I say yes, and they'll say, well, that's $25. And I always say, well, I don't know how he's going to pay for it because he doesn't have a job.
Doesn't have a job, and he's not hasn't got a gyro.
Yeah.
And then they look at you and just smile with their plastic teeth.
They do laugh at me about that, but it's a rip-off, really. And I say, what's the $25 for? And they say, well, you know, just in case
Hairs.
the dog rips something up or makes a mess on the carpet. And I said, well, what if I just pee and crap on the carpet? I said, is that covered in my fee then? Because can I do that?
Can I do it instead of the dog? Yeah, no, that's very true, isn't it? And then, wait, what if the dog doesn't do any of those things? Do you get the money back?
No.
No, well, that's the thing.
Nothing.
And 25 quid just in case he does all these things. Okay, that's fair enough. I understand. That's like putting down a little down payment, isn't it? Just like a deposit. But if the dog is as good as gold, just curls up in a ball in your own little portable
dog bed,
and it just sleeps, and it comes out, and you go in a room and see if you can find one hair, or a rabbit, or a poor eaten toad, whatever it is. And if you can't, I'll have my money back, because they're just making money for old rope.
Well, that's why I always poop on the carpet. I get my money's worth.
Exactly. In fact, what you should do is have a pet snake curled up, and then you say, that's money for old rope. And say, what do you mean? He said, actually, it's not really a snake at all. It is
it's
old
a nope rope.
It's a nope rope. Anyway,
nope rope. Snake. Nope
we're
rope.
coming up to 9 o'clock. We've got another video to play in, and then we've got to go.
Yeah.
But Nick, lovely to talk to you all the way from Oregon.
Thanks for calling in.
You
Bye.
look after yourself.
Bye for now.
So nice to hear from you. There we go. That was dear old Nick from the British Pages, as was long term, flooded out.
Alan Williams says the Adelphi Hotel in Liverpool was the hotel in the Fly on the Wall series.
Oh, was it? Oh, in Liverpool.
Apparently.
That's really strange. Oh well, I thought it was down there because I stayed in a hotel down in Torquay or in that bay. And somebody said, oh, that hotel over there is where they filmed the thing. So it just goes to show you can't believe a word anyone tells you. We're going to play in our last video before we disembark, because that's unfair otherwise. So here is Bernie's second part of Door Knocker.
I had to laugh at this. Welcome to Door Knocks Co-op. And then you see this A board down here that says, this is Seattle's best coffee. Seattle being on the northwest coast of the United States. They're very generous of them to send it all over here. I'm in the high street now and just looking down. And obviously there's a lot of cars here, but you look at the shops. This reminds me very much of Castletown in the Isle of Man. The tiny side streets, but with cafes and that, people sitting out having coffee. It makes it feel like quite a relaxing kind of place. some kind of Celtic relic. There's the Mercat Cross. Yeah. That tells you all about this. There it is. Let's have a look here, shall we? So, here I am at the old Dornoch railway station building, and as you can see from the information here, there's a little branch line that until around about 1960 went up onto a station known as the Mound. Anyway, this is the old station platform, and if I just walk through here, I guess this is very much the edge of the platform as it was. There we've got a nice clear view of it. Dornoch railway station. Here's Mum making soft calls to her offspring. Stay close. She's seen me. This was the old post office. And we have two K6 red telephone boxes. And from one of them you can make a phone call.
Lovely to see the K6s at the end. Anna Bin. She's a nice girl, Anna Bin.
Anna Bin.
But you don't know where she's been.
Anna Bin here, Anna Bin there.
Anna Bin all over the place. Lovely to see all that. The old platform station there with the trees growing through it. I'm sure those trees weren't there in the time of the station. And wonderful to see the station itself. And of course, don't forget, with Station Master's videos, there's a longer version on his website. Go and check it out at Station Master's Choice. And you'll see the whole thing, which is fantastic. Thank you very much, Bernie. Much appreciated.
Always love watching your videos.
Now, I know Crispin Loves to Dance is itching to give us a call. I actually got this on silent, so I don't know if you are going to call, because we've got to otherwise end the show. But we always make an effort for people ringing from Hong Kong. I don't know whether... or anywhere, really. Here we go. I'm trying to answer it. Why isn't it answering? There we go. I think we've got it. Hello? Caller?
Shamai.
Shamai.
That'd be Chinese.
You what?
Shaunavi.
Shaunavi. Is that Sean?
Sean from London.
Are you going to tell us it's the 1st of March, it's St. David's Day? Is that right?
But before I do that,
yes.
The hotel in the first series was called the Grosvenor Hotel in Torquay.
I was right!
And it was presented by a guy called Mark Jenkins.
Don't know about him, but I knew that it was in the Grosvenor. That's right. We went past it because I was in. I did a corporate thing in a hotel opposite, or just round the corner, and they said, "Oh, you know that TV series." So I was right. I knew I would be right.
But yes, I'm just phoning to say it's March the 1st tomorrow.
Ah, it is, yeah. Hang on. Pinch punch, first day for tomorrow.
I'm sure he's mentioned this at the beginning of the show, didn't he?
No, we didn't do it. I had to go pinch punch, you see.
Going
No, but you can't do pinch punch when it's not yet the first of the month.
I can.
No, you bloody can't.
I just did it, though.
No, well, it's not like
What are you doing that for?
you're getting your back.
You've done it now more times than I've done it to you.
Yeah, because I'm incensed.
But wait,
But wait. But we did talk about it at the beginning of the show because
We
I
did.
said tomorrow's my dad's birthday.
Okay,
Exactly.
This land you knew will still be.
So we'll never
seen
know whether
when you come
Crispin Loves
home.
the Dance was actually trying to call in or not.
no, but it doesn't matter. He'll ring in on another day. He knows the form.
Keep a welcome.
Meanwhile, back in 1950, the Happy Crooner in Wales is still working very much.
Reach out of here, when you come home again to Wales.
More of this wonderful music can be available at a huge cost at SeanJamesCameron.com.
In the hillside, we keep our welcome in the vales. This land you knew will still be singing when you come home again to Wales.
Anytime you've wants to strangle a Welshman, please let us know. We can grab hold of our fist and ram it round his throat.
We'll kiss away each out of here
fade out with him.
when you come home again to Wales. We'll kiss away each out of here when you come home again to Wales.
Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, send in a big donation. We will catch you again on Wednesday. Well, I will.
Not me.
No.
I'll be back on Friday.
We'll see you then.
Yay.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.